Hey guys, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Super Mario Odyssey is a game with a massive speedrunning following with over 4,000 active players, one of those players being me. But I bet for each runner in this category they have at least done 10 of these things at least once in their speedrunning careers. If not, you can yell at me in the comments.
Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah! It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up.
Number 1. Getting back-to-back PBs. This one is a little bit tricky, but I assume if you played the game a long time or a decent amount, probably gotten a back-to-back PB. Number 2. Bonking. There's so many small rocks, so many small obstacles in this speedrun that sometimes you don't hit. Sometimes you go with an entire run not bonking. But bonking in Mario Odyssey is so consistent, it can either ruin a PB or destroy the run at the beginning. Number 3, having a guaranteed PB run and messing it up in the last minutes. This is similar to the bonking one because bonking could cause that, but for this one is just a rip moment, and it happens a lot. Number 4, messing up tree skip in Lost Kingdom, or as it's known, meme skip. This usually happens to newer runners, but sometimes even if you have experience prior, it can still happen. And it could either kill the run, because that's like the middle of the run, so if it happens once, it's still fixable. But if it happens twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, the run is dead. It's just dead, you gotta let it go. But I have messed up this as an upcoming speedrunner for months. That's how bad it is. But like once you get it, it's consistent every single time. Speaking of loss, number 5. Losing the hat to Klepto. That dumb, stupid bird. So the reason why we do meme skip is to skip Klepto stealing the hat from Mario. But after doing meme skip, if you touch any of the tree area under Klepto and you fall under that, he captures your hat. And that is even worse than losing time from meme skip by dying in meme skip. If you lose the hat from Klepto, there's no point in continuing the run unless you're a god at clutching up. Number 6, messing up any bunny fight. As a newer player, you gotta do 3 bunnies. That's orange bunny, purple bunny, and green bunny. Obviously, these bunnies are different in skill sets and how to take them down. But if you know how to do lake skip, then you only have to do purple bunny and green bunny. Do green bunny twice, once in Cap and once in Bowser's Kingdom. But purple bunny is the hard one. He has ruined so many runs for me, so many potential PBs, and it's just a sad moment. You just gotta be able to kill them consistently and not die or take damage from them. Number 7, dying from the Mecha Brutal fight. This one can happen at any stage as a speedrunner. High level, low level, medium level, it doesn't matter. This one can still throw off players. You can die from it, from making a little slip up, doing a wrong jump, or even dropping the bird by accident. Anything can happen in this fight. But obviously, it's not as annoying as dying from the bunnies, but it does kill a lot of time, since this is basically the end of the game, the last boss fight, and at that point, you're probably having a ton of nerves and being a little nervous because it's near the end of the run and you want to be able to PB, so doing this fight is a little stressful. Number 8, forgetting where Toad is in Snow Kingdom. If he's on the left side, the right side, the middle, nobody knows. And there's one run where I've been going straight to the left the entire time. Didn't find Toad and I was like, damn, I'm going the wrong way. But now, there's little indicators on where he is. You just gotta see it from afar, say, damn, that's Toad, and then go for him. That's basically it. It's not as bad as the other ones on this list. Number 9, getting carpal tunnel, or almost getting carpal tunnel from a speedrun. This might not happen to some people, but when you play a game consistently and you do a little bit of wrist movements, it could happen. It can happen in Mario Party, believe it or not. It can happen in a calculator game. It can happen in many other speedruns because your wrist is doing small movements causing carpal tunnels or symptoms of potential carpal tunnel. And I almost got this a year ago when getting into this because when I was doing the motion controls, instead of moving my whole entire forearm, I moved only my wrist up and down because when I was a casual player, I would do that like a little bit to like move the motion controls. But I wouldn't stay there for hours playing the game back to back to back like I do now. So it almost caused a potential problem with my left hand. So yeah, move your entire arm when you're shaking the controller and not just your wrist. Just a little warning. Number 10, attempting trick jumps and realizing they're on a league of their own. Sometimes, as a speedrunner, from the medium to low stage, not as much as the high stage of runners, but it's really hard to do those trick jumps that are not really necessary for the run, but like you just want to practice on your movement and skill in the game, and you think you can handle a trick jump that you see on YouTube, because by now YouTube's listening on you, they know you like Mario Odyssey, they probably know that you want to see a trick jump or two, and then you attempt that and you realize it's not that easy. It takes tons of practice, and then you're either like me and say, I'm not doing that, I'm just gonna do the easier ones or go back to speedrunning, or you commit and actually get it to work. Either one is still cool. It is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. But trick jumps, holy crap, they're hard. Have you seen these guys? Look at this guy jump. He did that in seconds. That took me hours to do. Crazy. Number 11. Almost having a 2-cycle Mecha Wiggler, but throwing in the last seconds, getting a 3rd cycle instead. That's all I need to say for this one. This one is pain. Number 12. Dying by poison. You're either gonna die by poison in Lost Kingdom or in Snow Kingdom. Because in Lost Kingdom, it's literally a world or a kingdom made from poison, or made on poison. And in Snow Kingdom, there's a sub-area with a moon that you need to get filled with poison around the level. So you either miss a jump, get kicked off by one of these fluffy clouds, I still don't know their names, that's kind of sad, or you just completely miss a cap jump. Anything can happen. If you die by poison in a run, it's GG's, try again. Obviously it doesn't waste that much time, but it's a pretty sad moment. Number 13. Having a god level movement randomly with no explanation. This one just happens. You're in the zone, you're in the flow state, and it just happens. You're like, what? That was me? And this can sometimes get you PB, and then it's very hard to imitate that PB for months. I got a 128 having huge flow state / is in the zone, and I still can't imitate that till this day. Number 14. Having dog shit movement and being confused since you spent 400 plus hours and should be good at this point in this video game, but you completely mess up and you're wondering, is Mario just controlling himself, or are these me making these movements? Trust me, you've probably been in that state before, or you're just too good to be in that state ever. It's one or the other. Number 15. Not knowing how to get to this bench in Metro Kingdom and missing it a couple times, not realizing that you're not meant to click anything at all. Number 16. After beating the game, you decide to go back to the Mushroom Kingdom and visit Yoshi. Number 17. Missing the music notes in Seaside. Number 18. After beating the game many a time in any percent, you at least attempt a nipple percent at least once in your career of Mario Odyssey. And nipple percent, if you don't know, is trying to get Mario a specific costume that makes him only have shorts, and that's it. And this one, if you haven't tried it, it's pretty fun. You're just doing Cap Kingdom, Cascade, and then a different route for sand, and then that's it. So at max, probably like a 9-minute to 7-minute, if you're a world record holder, run. And it's very easy to get into the run because the mechanics for it and the movement are not as bad as the rest of the game in any percent. So yeah, you should try that out if you haven't. Number 19. Speedrunning the game mainly in the middle of the night. At 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., making bad choices. Number 20. The last one on this list. Failing late clip after practicing it hours straight before a run. Now this one, me and myself, I don't know late clip, but I've gotten this from other runners. I watched a tournament of a speedrunner that ran the game 30 minutes prior to his division tournament and completely failed. He completely failed late clip even though he practiced it for half an hour. And that's just what happens, you know, you make one mistake and you lose time. But he still won the race, but it was still kind of painful to see him try it twice and then realize, oh damn, I might lose, and then go straight for a reroute. Although he clutched up at the end, this still could ruin runs even in a tournament or in a normal run on your own.
A little bit of time save. Yeah, here we go, lining up the late clip. Let's see what happens.
That's not gonna work. That'll.
Alright, took him. No, he basined! That's really bad. Yeah. He's just
Backed it
taking
up
the backup instead. Yeah, he knew what the backup was, but that is unfortunate. He just didn't quite hold right on the stick enough after kicking out bounds. So
not.
landed in the water. And now he's definitely pretty far.
So yeah, that's 20 things every Mario Odyssey player has done at least once in their time of running this game, or potentially is gonna do in the future. So, if you liked the video, like, obviously, or dislike if you didn't like. Either way, it shows me that which videos you guys would like or not like me to do. And if you're interested in this channel, subscribe.